in 3, 2.
And now we lie awake, making beautiful mistakes. Speaking of not so beautiful mistakes, Menards, which is a retail store, is having a 9/11 sale. Just gonna let that sit for a second. Just gonna let that simmer on the old noggin. Just let that sizzle up there, okay? Kind of figure out what the fuck I just said. They're having a sale on 9/11, okay? I fucking saw this at the gym. I was at the gym. I was working out, minding my own business. I looked up at the TV for a second, and I see on the TV there's a commercial going on, and it goes, come on down this Saturday to Menards on 9/11 to get 11% off. And listen, to be quite honest with you, to be quite completely 100% honest with you, completely transparent, as if I'm a ghost right now, I was a little bit more upset about the 11% than I was about them having a sale on 9/11. Listen, hear me out. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they just had some shitty marketing team that didn't think it through and didn't think about the actual situation, the scenario, and the significance of the date, and they just thought it was another Saturday and they're just going to have a sale on that day. We're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. But 11% off? 11% off. I would rather jump off a bridge than get offered 11% off. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is with these odd numbers here? Okay, 10 or 15%. And if you couldn't make up your mind, I'd rather pay full price than get 11% off. If I walked into a store and the person was like, hey, how would you like 17% off today? I would have rather that you kicked me directly in my penis. I would have rather that you punched me in the throat and then chopped my balls off. Like, that's literally what I would have rather experienced, and it would have upset me less than you telling me that I'm going to get 17% off today. What the fuck? I don't know what you're doing back there. I don't like this negative energy that you're portraying. Okay? I feel like your aura is off. Okay, so I need you to cleanse yourself before you come back and speak to me about the 70% off, because I don't like what's going on over there. I don't like this negative energy that you're portraying. I don't claim this negative energy, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys see this a lot. It's all over TikTok. I see it all the time whenever there's there'll be like a post or something where it's, something negative. Like, someone will literally post about their dead dog getting hit by a bus. Well, the dog wasn't dead before it got hit by the bus, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was alive, and then, the bus came, and then goodbye Fido. But you get what I'm saying, okay? But anyways, the person will post and they'll be like, my dog got hit by a bus, prayers, and then literally someone in the comments will be like, I don't claim this negative energy. Like, listen, I'm sure they didn't claim that energy either, okay? I'm sure they didn't claim their dog getting hit by a bus. I'm sure it was an unfortunate scenario, and the least you could do is just say, sorry, I don't claim this negative energy. Neither did they. I'm sure they weren't up at night being like, man, I hope my dog gets absolutely tagged by a CTA bus tomorrow, okay? I doubt that that's what was in their nightly prayers. I doubt that was in their nightly meditation or whatever they do. I doubt that that's what was on the top of their mind. Anyways, guys, it's episode 8, and I'm feeling spicy. Okay? Listen, I got my coffee today. I'm excited to be here. You should be excited to be here as well. It's going to be an exciting episode. We're going to have an exciting time, and it's going to be awesome. I went to Starbucks, which, by the way, I put on my Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, @AnthonyCos_, I put on there, I was like, what should I have for the podcast? An energy drink or a coffee? And then someone actually DM'd me or maybe swiped up or whatever, and they were like, we all know that you just want to go get Starbucks but want an excuse, so quit being a little bitch and go get your Starbucks. And you know what? Although you may be right, that was a little bit uncalled for, okay? And I didn't appreciate it. Anyways, let me get a quick sip here. Also, I want to kind of let you know here, right off the rip, before you even, before any of you bounce out of here, I have merch coming out. There's merch coming out September 10th, this Friday. Okay, if you're listening to this past it, the merch is out. It's the link in my bio. I have my own website. If you go to my Instagram, like I said, @AnthonyCos_, you will see the merch. You'll find it there. Okay, and you can buy whatever you want. It's sick merch. It's not just like my name on it. Okay, it's not just like Anthony Cos. No. It's sick. There's a bunch of different designs. It looks like streetwear. Okay, and it's very hip and cool with the teens these days. So go get yourself some of that shit. But if you're listening as soon as this come out, then you just have to wait till Friday and, follow my Instagram for any updates. Anyways, one funny thing that I've noticed, I don't know if you've noticed this, but people in their dating bio, like on Tinder or whatever dating app it is, when people have fully vaxxed in their bio, that's, okay, cool. I mean, like, if you put in your bio, I don't really care. I don't care if it's in your bio or not. That's not the point of this joke. The point of the joke is that all the things that you have in your bio, when you have fully vaxxed in your bio, it almost sounds like you're like I'm looking on a pet adoption website and I'm trying to adopt you. Because listen to how this sounds. Hi, my name's Jenny. I'm 20 years old, fully vaxxed, and very well behaved. Like, dude, like, are you trying to get me to go on a date with you, or am I adopting a Labradoodle? Like, what? like what the fuck is going on? Hi, my name's Bethany. I'm 25, fully vaxxed, and sometimes I pee in the house, but not that often. Sometimes I can't control my bowel movements. I have debilitating IBS, but other than that, I am an absolute hoot and a half. I will fetch for you, but I am a little bit grumpy from time to time. Like, dude, am I adopting a fucking Rottweiler, or do you want to go on a date? I don't know. I want to get a Tinder specifically for that, just to make it sound like these people are dealing with a golden retriever. What's up? Name's Anthony. I'm 19, fully vaxxed, sometimes passive aggressive, don't know where to go to the bathroom all the time, and I like to chew things that aren't food a little bit too often. All of those things of which may or may not be true, and you know what? They actually are true. All of those things actually are true, and I think that would be a little bit funny. Because people will be looking at it and be like, did he write down the dating profile for his golden retriever, or is this him? Both. It's both of us, actually. We're a package deal. We're actually a package deal. Speaking of my dog, he's been a little shit recently, not been the goodest of boys, okay? He's been barking at absolutely everything. I've told you this before. He hates children. Anytime a child walks by the house, he barks like fucking crazy. He also has been absolutely hump crazy. I mean, he gets a little bit too excited and he just starts humping the living shit out of my leg, and his little red rocket pops out. I don't enjoy it. He clearly enjoys it a little bit too much. But anyways, we're going to be snipping his balls next month, so that's fine. Dude, I feel a little bit bad about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad and I feel a little bit upset, and I'm like, I don't want to take that away from him, you know, without him being able to have any say. But then at the same time, I'm like, I'm a little bit sick and tired of getting humped 8 times a day. So I think it needs to be done, you know? I mean, you know what? And it's a little bit uncalled for, because yes, you're probably sitting there, you're like, Anthony, his hormones are going off. He's hitting puberty, I guess, if that's even a thing in dogs, if you could even call it puberty. But you know what, Anthony, he's growing. He's hitting puberty. He's learning about his body. You know what? You're right. And you're right. But when I was going through puberty, I didn't just fucking go to school and start humping the shit out of my teacher's leg. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Okay? When I saw my friends, I wasn't like, oh my God. And then I started humping them, okay? Because I would be in prison if I did that. I would be in fucking juvenile prison if I started humping people when I got excited. And you know what? He needs to learn as well. So maybe he needs a little snip snap to learn that that's not okay. Also, when I was at the gym, I know I'm like all over the place today, and none of my transitions make sense, but I didn't want to sit here and think of transitions because that's just no fun. And so instead, I'm just going to go topic to topic to topic. It's not going to make any sense. It's not going to make any sense at all. And it's just going to be like, I mean, listening to me change topics is like listening to a 5-year-old try and make sense when they tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll be like, I was at the park, right? And then next thing I knew, Batman, right? And then Batman, and then Spider-Man came, and then he was with my doctor, who just gave me shots the other day, by the way, fully vaxxed. You know, I'm COVID free. But then my doctor, he gave me the shot, and then next thing I knew, I was in Applebee's, and it was like you said a lot. You said a lot there, and I didn't pick up what the fuck you just said. You said a lot. I get what you said, but you didn't actually end with a point, you know? And honestly, by the way, speaking of young children that like really make sense, my one little cousin, she, out of anyone I've ever met, you know, normally little kids, obviously it takes them a while to like start to like process things and like, you know, understand like jokes and like sarcasm and things like that. My one little cousin, she is so smart, okay? She is like literally probably the smartest kid like her age that I've like simply ever met. And she literally, there was times when she was like 5 that I would say a joke, she would laugh, and then I would be like, oh, did you get that? And then she would explain my joke to me like I was a fucking moron. And I would be like, oh, maybe you did get the joke. I don't know. Like it's honestly a little bit scary sometimes because when I talk to her, I feel like I'm talking to like a 16-year-old. Like I'm not even kidding. Like besides not knowing some bigger words, me and her are on the same fucking playing field. Like I could have her on the podcast and she honestly might form sentences a little bit better than I can. And it's a little bit. Sometimes I talk to her and I'm like, I need to fucking read more. Like she makes me feel like I'm not doing enough for my brain. Literally, like I don't like I'm not 100% sure. And sometimes I will try and screw around with her and like say jokes and try and trick her just to mess around. You know, we're just having some fun. We're having good cousin fun. And she will not, I don't think I've bamboozled her yet. And it's a little bit concerning for me, okay? Because I go in there with a mission and a goal, and she never falls for it. And I'm like, what? I'm like, you should be falling for these things. I'm a lot older than you, and I am not winning this conversation right now. Fuck. It's crazy, dude. Also, another thing I've been seeing on TikTok recently, which like I guess kind of pertains to the brain, so this is a decent segue here. Segue, shout out Paul Blart per usual, love the man. But the segue that I'm getting into, brain things, right? We were talking about the brain being smart. There's a lot of people on TikTok microdosing mushrooms. I know it's for like health reasons, and like everyone I see is like, oh, it's like a spiritual awakening or whatever. And like I get like, you know, maybe it is genuinely helping people and genuinely giving them a better life and giving them better mental health and things like that. And I hope it's doing that, but I cannot stop thinking about the people that are like, I'm gonna get into microdosing. I'm gonna start microdosing mushrooms, dude. And then you weigh it a little bit wrong one day, and then when you're on the way to your 9 to 5, you just start seeing Mickey Mouse fucking threatening you from your passenger seat. Like you take a little bit too much on accident, and you didn't measure it correctly because it was your first time doing it. And next thing you're on the way to work, and Mickey Mouse is just in your passenger seat, like. Hey, Mishka, Mushka, you're a fucking loser. Mishka, Mushka, hey, fuck boy, you got any drugs? Hey, you got any drugs, fuck boy? Or fucking Mort from Madagascar just jumps on the front of your hood, starts screaming at you. King Julian. You're sitting, all of a sudden you turn into King Julian. King Julian, can I suck your dick? Oh, King Julian, can I take the wheel? Can I drive the car? King Julian, you drive a Prius? You're a pussy. Oh my God. Did I say this in the last episode? I'm not 100% sure if I did, but when I was in Florida, this guy was driving a Prius. Looked like a really not the kind of guy that you would think would be driving a Prius. So my first thought was like, oh wow, this guy really cares about the environment. That's awesome, because he looked like he should be on a Harley. That's the best way that I could explain this man. He looked like he should be on a Harley, but instead he was driving a Prius, and I was like, wow, you know what? He is taking care of the environment. Good for him. But then I looked at the bumper sticker on the back of his car, and it said, I drive a Prius so that I have more money for ammo. Okay. Okay. You didn't have to put that on there. It was almost like he knew that someone was going to look in the car and be like, pussy's driving a fucking hybrid. And then as soon as they thought that, they would see the bumper sticker and be like, oh, never mind. He likes guns. He's not a pussy. He owns a rifle. He's not. No, dude. You own 18 guns? No, you're not insecure. You're not. No, you own. What's that? You think you own an assault rifle? Oh yeah, no, you're definitely not insecure. I don't. Which, by the way, if you own guns, I'm not attacking you by any means. I mean, I am in a way, but I mean, I think we all know the person that says, you know, oh no, I just like guns. I like how it makes me feel, dude. I like that power. Which, by the way, don't say that shit out loud. Okay, that is one quick sentence to get you put into prison. Okay, do not fucking say that. But the funny thing about it, that I think is funny about it, is that people will have a gun, and we all know this person that has that gun, that we all know that they're just super insecure, and that's why they have a gun, but they just won't admit it, and they'll be like, no, are you kidding me? I shoot this thing all the time. I love it. I love I love the adrenaline it brings me. And then you like ask them like, oh, can we do you want to go hunting? And they're like, no, this is just for protection. Like I don't like shooting animals. It's like you don't like shooting animals, but you're ready to fucking blow someone's head off if they break into your home? Like what? I don't actually know what I would do if someone broke into my house. Like if someone broke into my house, I think I would lean into my comedy side a lot and I would just sit back on the couch and they would be like, I'm robbing you, right? I mean, yeah, because they need to announce that, right? They don't like they break into my house and I'm like, are you the FedEx guy? No, I'm robbing you. Oh, fuck, I'm a moron. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. I didn't know that. And so I honestly feel like I would really just lean into my comedy side and just kind of sit back on the couch, see him come in and be like, dude, Bachelor in Paradise is on. I don't have time to get robbed right now. And they just walk in. They're like, oh, my God, it's on tonight? I didn't know that. I would have robbed you tomorrow. And I'm like, fucking nice job. Nice job. And then they sit down with me and we eat popcorn together and then become best friends. That's how I feel like my robbing experience would happen. You know? I don't know. That feels fair. I've actually been robbed before. Not like at gunpoint. Like I haven't no one's come up to me and been like, give me all your money. Because that would suck. That's not happened to me. I hope it doesn't happen in my life because that would suck. I would probably just throw my wallet at them. Oh, the problem is though, I have my wallet on the back of my phone. So then I would have to give them my phone as well. I wouldn't be able to do it though. I would just, they would be like, give me your phone. I'd be like, you could have my phone, but if you could just email me my notes app so that I have all my stand-up material for the future on there and like all my future bits. If you could just send that to me, that'd be sick. And then me and this guy are just sitting in this dark alley. He's like, what is it? I'm like, A-N. He's like, A-T. No. A-N-T. He's like, oh, sorry. A-N-T. He's like sitting there with a ski mask and a gun in his hand. And he takes down my email. And he's like, all right, I'll send it to you tonight. I'm like, thanks, man. Appreciate it. As he steals all my fucking credit card information and my wallet and my phone and all that. Oh, man. There was something else that I wanted to say, but I've been robbed. That's what I was saying. I actually have been robbed before, but it was our garage got robbed. And it was actually when I was very little. It was not this current dog that we have, but when our older dog that has since passed away, that has since gone up into Doggy Heaven, running around chasing some squirrels somewhere. Which, by the way, that's also a weird thing that I think of when people are like, oh, Doggy Heaven or whatever. Oh, my God. It just clicked. I was about to be like, oh, Doggy Heaven, like they're just chasing around squirrels. That doesn't really seem like heaven for squirrels, but maybe that's hell for squirrels. I feel like I've heard that joke somewhere. I'm not 100% sure, but I like to think that Doggy Heaven is also hell for squirrels. Like if you're a good squirrel, you go to Squirrel Heaven where like all the dogs, where there's just no dogs, right? But then when you go to Doggy Heaven, okay, that means that all the dogs are up there and then all the bad squirrels are just getting chased day in and day out. But anyways, yeah, our garage got robbed and they stole, I had this like little motorcycle. It was not like a full motorcycle, obviously, but it was like, it looked like a full motorcycle. Like it was almost like you took a full motorcycle and then shrunk it down to a kid size. So it was a kid's motorcycle. That could have been expressed in a lot fewer words, but you know what I'm saying? It got shrink down into a kid's motorcycle. It was like really cool. I felt like such a badass riding it because the guy that gave it to us, he painted the entire gas tank with an American flag. So I felt like I was in a biker gang and I felt amazing at 8 years old. And then someone took that away from me immediately after we finished building it. Cause me and my dad, not build it fully, like it was built, but then there was a few things we needed to fix and we fixed it together. It was this father-son bonding moment. And then some little cunt nugget took that away from us, which sucks. But at the same time, like, if I had still had that thing, I probably would have put myself in the fucking hospital one day. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like maybe that was a good thing that they took it away from me because I wouldn't have known how to control myself when I got older. And one last thing here. When I was at the gym, this guy came up to me at the gym. I posted this on my Instagram, but this guy came up to me at the gym who I've seen before. Like the reason that we met one time, this guy at the gym, the reason that me and him met was because I walked in the gym wearing a fire t-shirt, like a fire department t-shirt, like a Chicago Fire Department t-shirt. And he walked up to me because he saw the fire department t-shirt. Now, the reason I had one on was just because that pretty much most of my family, like pretty much all my uncles and shit like that, they're all firemen, right? Fucking great dudes. Absolute flex that my entire family pretty much works for the fire department. Fuck you that yours don't. Anyways, my family are a bunch of heroes, yours aren't. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And so, but anyways, the reason that obviously I met this guy was because I had a fire department t-shirt on, and he comes up to me and he goes, but without even acknowledging that that I have the fire department t-shirt on, he goes, "Oh, what house are you in?" And I go, I don't know. I don't live too far from here." And he goes, "No, what firehouse?" And I look and he points at my shirt, and I go, "Oh, I'm not a fireman. Sorry. I forgot honestly that I was wearing this. I didn't mean to." Like, he probably thought I was a psycho. He probably thought I was an idiot. I've actually done that on 2 separate occasions. I did that at the gym, and then I also did that when I was working construction with my uncle. Like I said, if you haven't heard that construction story, episode 1, it's fucking, you'll love it. People absolutely love the construction story where I threw wood through a windshield. Anyways, if you haven't heard that, that's in episode 1. But I was on another job with my uncle, with his construction company, and we were carrying sheets of drywall into this guy's house. And as we were carrying sheets of drywall in, I forgot that I was fucking once again wearing a fire t-shirt, because I have a lot of fire t-shirts because they are mostly just, I get them from my uncles. They're like, "You want a fire t-shirt?" I'm like, fuck yeah, I want a fire t-shirt, dude. Why even ask me that? And so I had the fire t-shirt on because I was working one day, and I didn't really care about getting it a little dusty when I was working construction. And so I have this massive fucking sheet of drywall. I said drywall, right? It was drywall. If I didn't say drywall, it is drywall. I had this sheet of fucking drywall on my back, and this guy who owns the home stops me, and he goes, "Hey," and I'm like, "Now is not the time to be asking me my life story, buddy. This thing is fucking heavy." And he stops me, and he goes, "Oh, no way." He goes, "What house are you in?" But I had this massive sheet of drywall on me, right? And I was kind of a little bit disoriented. I was a little bit disorientated because I was so focused on not crushing myself with this drywall that when he said it to me, I once again heard, "Oh, is your house close to here?" And I once again go, "No, I only live a few blocks down." And he looked at me like I was an idiot, respectfully. And he goes, No. Like, I see your shirt. Like, what fire engine are you on?" And I was like, once again, don't work for the fire department. I need to stop wearing these fucking shirts is what I need to do, okay? That's just, I don't know, that's a fun little story. But anyways, this guy at the gym that came up to me once again. He came up to say hi. He was like, "Hey, how you doing, man?" or whatever. First thing he said to me, though, was, and he's a big dude, by the way. He's very cut dude. And he looks at me, and he goes, "Dude, you're looking big, man. You're looking real cut. How much weight you put on?" Listen, I've put barely any muscle on, but I look this guy directly in his eyes, and I go, "Yeah, I threw on about 10 pounds of muscle, actually, over the summer." And he goes, "It shows. It shows." I lied directly to his face. I don't know why I did that, but it made me feel really good that he said I was looking big, man. I was like, damn right I'm looking big, bro. Fuck with a real bitch. Fuck with a real bitch, man. I am looking big as fuck today. That's right. Damn right I'm looking big as fuck. Love that for me. But yeah, he said that to me, and I was stoked. But, like, he's also one of those guys that, like, he, like, looks like he does box jumps at the gym. He doesn't. I know he doesn't. He's just, like, a bodybuilder type of dude. But there actually was. Anytime I see these dudes at the gym, I always think to myself, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, there'll be these dads at the gym who decide to, like, get into CrossFit at a late age or whatever. And I get you're trying to better yourself, but you don't need to do box jumps. Like, it's okay. Like, I will literally see these dads stacking up these boxes, like, almost to eye level. And it's like, bro, fucking, you 36. You're 36. What are you doing? You have children at home. What are you trying to compete in the fucking Olympics? You 36. You're 36, bro. Hang it up. Hang it up. Just do regular fucking exercises like the rest of us. Okay? I mean, like, sure, if you want to do a kettlebell swing here and there, I do a kettlebell swing here and there. Mainly, I do different exercises because my shoulders are fucking, I have the genetics of an 85-year-old with arthritis. But nonetheless, I'm not going to the gym being like, I wonder how high I could fucking jump today. Like, I don't walk into the gym and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to flip tires. Like, what, dude? Just fucking do something else that has the same effect. Walking in the gym, yeah, you know what? I think I'm Dwayne the Rock Johnson today. I might as well. I think I'm gonna flip some tires, drink a bottle of tequila, and then go shoot a movie. No, you're not, dude. No, you're not. You're going to box jump fucking 50 inches, get way too proud of yourself, and then go home to your finance job. Okay? Don't quit flexing out here like that. like you are absolutely doing it big. All right? The only person that's 36 that I will allow to do box jumps is LeBron, and that is it. That is it. Nobody else who's 36 is allowed to do box jumps. You hit 36, no more jumping above your knee level, okay? Unless you absolutely have to for some weird reason that you need to. That's all I'm saying on that. Anyways, let's get into a little bit of, let's get into, you know what? I don't even, fuck current events. Current events could suck my ass. We don't even need to. We'll get to current events if we need to get to current events, but maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't really give a fuck, okay? You know what's going on in the news, and if you don't, fuck it, okay? We'll get into them next week if we have to. But I really wanted to get into the questions and shit like that. All right, we're going to get into some of these fan questions. So, first of all, we're going to do fan questions, and then we'll do advice, and then I think we'll end, or maybe we'll do fan questions, and then after this, we're going to do like this crazy breakup stories or crazy relationship stories that you guys sent in, and then maybe after that we'll do advice with Kaz. But I don't know. Anyways, first fan question: your feelings on cats versus dogs. First of all, great question. Thank you for sending this in. Listen, this is my take on it. Okay, cats. If there was 10 cats, this is the best way that I could put it. This is the simplest, most easiest way that I could put this, that you could retain this information. If there were 10 cats in the middle of the road and 0 dogs in the middle of the road, I would run over all 10 cats. So I'm kidding. Okay, I'm obviously fucking kidding. I wouldn't just openly run over animals. But in a more realistic standard, if it was swerve left to hit a dog, or swerve right to run into an entire shelter filled with 100 cats, I would run my car directly through that shelter and then take that puppy home and raise it. I don't know what it is. Look, I don't really necessarily have anything against cats. Kittens, I love kittens. Kittens are cute as shit. But then kittens get to a certain age where all of a sudden they have murder on their mind. Like, why? Why, dude? I don't know what it is, but anytime I ever see a cat, dude, they are either really mean or they look at me from a distance and look like they're plotting my murder. Like, why do you do this? It's a very, the cats are they have a very threatening look for an animal. Anytime I see a cat, I assume that cat works for the mafia. Like, I don't know what it is about cats, but every single cat looks like they're in a gang. Like they look like they're in the mafia. They look like they're here and put on Earth to just terrorize me and get in my head and eventually kill me. And that's how I feel about cats. I see a lot of black cats. You know how that's like a stigma, or not a stigma. What is that? Like the heebie-jeebies, voodoo shit. I don't know. Like if a black cat crosses your path or whatever, that's like bad luck. I don't actually believe in that, because funny enough, even this year have had about 10 black cats cross my path, and I know there's probably some astrology bitches listening right now that are like fucking, I don't know, doing some weird hand motions saying, I do not accept this negative energy. I don't accept these negative energies. Someone's probably in the comments right now on YouTube fucking, I do not claim this negative force. Like, dude, neither do I. I don't ask these black cats to walk in front of my car. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. It's not my fault that they walk in front of my car. Okay. And they've done it about 10 times this year. And it's getting to the point where that's more than one a month. And that's probably not good. That's probably not, the more that I think about it, I get worried. And that's why I feel like cats, the entire cat community is plotting a murder on me. Like, cats just look like they sit up in an evil lair. Like, there's a reason why villains have cats and not dogs. I mean, that should be the deciding factor for cats versus dogs. Look at any movie ever. Every villain is stroking a fucking cat. There's never been a villain in a movie that's like, all right, I want all these people murdered by tomorrow night, and who's your little good boy? Who's my big boy? Like, no, dude, no villain has ever looked like directly into the camera in a movie and been like, and I want them all murdered. I want mass genocide. And then the camera pans to their dog and they're like, who's a good fluffy little boy? Who's a good fluffy little dog? No, who's my little cupcake? Who's my little cup? No, dude. It just pans to them stroking their cat like a fucking weirdo. and then they go kill people. And it's like, that's why I don't fuck with cats, dude. I just don't fuck with cats. It's just something, there's just something about them that really irks me and I don't appreciate. So yeah, I'm 100% a dog person. If you're a cat person, that's good for you and that's awesome. And I hope that cats don't try and kill you. But if they do, that's kind of your fault. You know, that's a little bit on you. Anyways, next question. How do I feel about teens that are obsessed with celebrities? Listen, I think there's a certain extent. Obviously, if you like idolize this person and, you know, because I mean, and I'm by no means my celebrity, but I mean, I have received some very freaky DMs from people. And I could only imagine the like major celebrities that get DMs every single day, and I can imagine that they're a little bit creepy. So I think, you know, if you love them and you like idolize them in like a hero type of way, and you just like want to be like them, or like they make you feel better like about yourself and things like that, like that's awesome. Like I think you should love celebrities, and you should, you know, and you know, if you obsess over them a little bit, then fuck it, obsess over them a little bit. It doesn't matter, okay? And I'm sure that person, you know, most likely, and unless that celebrity is kind of a little bit of a piece of shit, because some of them are, and we're not going to pretend like that doesn't exist. But I'm sure that if some of them found out that you like were obsessed with them just because they make you feel better and you just love them so much and how they brighten your day, I'm sure that they would fucking love that, because I love that. I love when people are like, dude, like, I don't mean to be weird, or like when I get DMs where people are like, I don't mean to be weird, but you know, your videos and stuff like that, like literally help me get through my day, dude. That literally, when I'm having a shitty day, I read that shit, boom, I'm right back in it. I'm right back to creating shit. I'm right back to having, this is why I do this, bro. This is literally why I do this. And to get those DMs is awesome. But if you're sitting there and you're like, I want to wear their skin, oh, red flags all around the board. Never say that again. Like, there is a fine line. It's one thing to be like, I love this person so much, like I wish I could meet them and spend time with them because they've changed my life for the better. It's like, that's awesome. But then there's that line, and then takes 3 steps forward, and you're like, I wish I could kidnap them and kiss them all over their forehead. And it's like, that's a little far. I don't, like, if you have posters in your room and you just have posters in your room because you really like them, and you know, you say it's a musical artist and you enjoy their art, that's awesome. But if you have posters in their room with like, you know, and you like make out with them every night, and like you think that they're your boyfriend in real life, and you know, if you go that far and if you take it to that place, that's when it becomes a problem, okay? That's when it becomes a little itsy bitsy concerning, okay? And I'm not talking about the itsy bitsy little spider, but it gets a little bit concerning, to say the least. So I think there's a fine line, and I would say that all the people that are listening that are probably like, I'm not like that, then you aren't. But if you're listening to this and you're oblivious to the fact that you want to wear someone else's skin, you got a problem, okay? You got a problem, and you should probably get that checked out. What's the absolute worst name that you could give a kid? Probably Gerald. I don't know. I'm sorry. Sorry to all the Geralds out there. I don't know. This is really touchy, because, you know, there's really no bad names unless you're a celebrity, right? Because like, dude, somebody actually asked this question. I'm going to try and combine 2 questions into one. Someone asked how I feel about celebrity, like wild celebrity baby names. Look, if you want to name your child fucking, you know, if you want to name your child Fergalicious, like that's totally, honestly, that's a pretty good name. Nobody named their child Fergalicious. I might take that. But if you want to name your child, I don't know, velour jumpsuit, like that's okay. That's ridiculous. Like if you want to name your child velour jumpsuit, like that's awesome. Like fucking do what you want, live your life. But I'm just going to let you know, here on, here out, your kid's going to fucking bullied aggressively. Okay. Like your kid's going to walk into school and literally the first day that kids figure out what a joke is, they're going to be like, hey, yo, velour, you trying to get jumped, pussy? They're gonna see your kid walking down the street, and they're gonna be like Northwest, right? Fucking Kim and Kanye's kid. They're gonna be like, hey Northwest, and they're gonna fucking, you know, turn around or whatever and be like, oh my god, new friends, right? And then they're just gonna be like, Never mind. Fucking turn around, you fucking compass. Like fucking, the kids are mean, man. Kids are mean. And if you give your kid a wild fucking name, kids are gonna abuse it, and they're gonna come for your kid's throat, dude. Because kids are not nice whatsoever. Now let's get into some of these dating questions. I don't know what I'm going to call this segment. If it goes well and we like this, we'll do it next week again. So let's try and think of maybe if you want to DM me topic ideas for like what this could be called or whatever. But I say we call it, let's call it freaky dating stories or dating stories with Kaz. I don't know. I don't know why I always love to add Kaz at the end, but it just feels right. It feels natural, feels a collective, but I don't know. Maybe just dating stories. I don't know. We'll figure it out. It doesn't really matter. Okay? We'll figure it out and we'll get there. Anyways, first one. I got asked on a first date if I'd be willing to get LASIK eye surgery to get rid of glasses and get all of my tattoos removed. Dude, that is fucked up. I mean, we could all agree that that's fucked. I mean, I'm hoping that you immediately left the table after that and immediately never talked to this person again is what I'm hoping. But if you're sitting there right now and you're like, actually, we're dating, that's okay. Hope you're happy. But no, seriously, like that's basically going on a date with someone, seeing them, and the first thing you say to them, be like, listen, everything you got going on that's kind of your look, I hate it, right? Okay? And if you could change all that and completely change your image for me, then I think this could really work out. Like, no, like they basically ask you to just change who you are on the first date. Fuck them, man. Fuck them. I've had some people that's just, you know what? If they don't like the tattoos and they don't like the look you got going on, then they don't deserve you. They don't deserve everything you got going on. So fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Next one. I thought this was crazy when it happened. I'm sure it was. My boyfriend's family was super religious. Oh, this is going to be amazing. And didn't believe in drinking or anything non-traditional. Okay. So when he found out that I like to drink and when I dyed my hair blue, he told his parents. He then came to me and told me that his parents prayed for me every night because they felt I wronged God. Safe to say I dumped him a week later. Dude, religion is, it's weird to me. It's weird in the sense I am religious in a way, but like, I don't know, religions in general are weird. Like the older I get, the more I like think about how fucking wild religions are and like how much of a cult religions actually feel like. Like it's just, I don't know, dude. It's weird. That's hilarious that they prayed for you. I find that so funny. I also find it so funny when like hardcore Christians, they find out that somebody's gay, right? Because they have such a problem with that. And fucking, or you know what's even funnier? The Christians that will like look you dead in your eyes and they're like, well, I don't like gay people because the Bible says that. And then it's like, didn't you also have sex before marriage and the Bible says that's not okay? And then they'll look at you like, I don't know. Like, fuck, dude, like, what? Or it's even, I don't know. Religion's crazy. I feel like as long as like you have good morals at heart, like that's what's important. You know, I get like this book says this, right? And you should live this way or whatever. But it's like, but if the book says that you need to, you know, sacrifice your first 3 children, should we really be listening to this book? I don't know, right? I mean, like it's one thing to be religious and have good morals and understand what's right and wrong. But if your moral compass is all wackadoodle dandy and you're just picking and choosing what you want to follow from that religion, that's not being religious. You're just an asshole and don't want to admit it. Like you're just picking and choosing what you think is okay. Like they'll be like, yeah, treat everyone, treat your neighbor as you want to be treated, right? I think that's kind of what it is. I don't remember the exact same, but it's like, you know, treat everyone else how you want to be treated. And they're like, I live by that. And then you ask them about gay rights and they're like, fuck that. And it's like, well, you're clearly not treating everyone else how you would treat yourself because that's a little bit contradictory. I don't really know what you got going on. Fuck, man. Next one. I've had multiple guys ask me to marry them after dating for a week or two. They've also said I love you after a day or two. It's horrifying. Yeah, so sounds like you're kind of just trying to flex on all of us. Like fucking this doesn't even sound like a bad experience. Okay? This sounds great. Not great. But I could see how it could be bad from your perspective, but at the same time, it's almost like you came on here and you were like, "Oh, man, do I have a shitty dating story for you? Hear this, Anthony. Every guy I've ever dated, every person I've ever gone out with, within 24 hours, they fall in love with me. I'm miserable. And half of them want to marry me and spend the rest of their life with me. I'm so hot that people just fall in love with me. What do I do? Fuck you." I feel like you just came in here to flex on all of us. I feel like you just came in here to be like, "Oh my God, my life's so hard. Everybody loves me. It's so, oh my God, I'm living a nightmare." I'm literally living in a nightmare. What am I going to do, Anthony? What you should do is fucking keep living that. You're doing something right. I'm not really sure what you're doing. I don't know you personally, but whatever you're doing it right. And keep doing it. Because you're doing obviously a pretty bang-up job. All right, next one. When I was in, I think this is actually the last one. Anyways, when I was in middle school, I had a little relationship with some boy. Okay. He was cheating on me with some other girl, and we hated each other, right? Respectfully. And later on in high school, the girl he cheated on me with and I became best friends and ended up both being into each other. This middle school boy turned the only two girlfriends he's ever had into lesbians for each other. Wow. What a fucking way to spin it on his ass. Wow. That guy, I guarantee you that guy sits up every night and it's just like, I am a failure. I mean, how could you not think that? Both girls, you dated both girls, all right? Was that correct? You dated both? Oh, yeah, you were. So he was with both of you, and he turned both of you. Well, obviously you were gay from birth, but it's funnier if he thinks that he turned you guys gay because he was so bad at being in a relationship. Like, you were obviously, like I said, you were born that way, obviously, but it's funnier if you tell him that he turned both of you lesbians. That's funnier because then he's gonna go to bed every night and be like, I'm fucking. Imagine, man, what stats on his side of the board? I don't think anyone else has ever done that. Fucking 2 for 2 on turning girls lesbian. Wow, wow, man, he is. Fuck. What did he do, man? He must have been bad at kissing, dude. What did he try and do when he kissed you? Bite your nose off? Like, fucking, wow. That guy, man, talk about being in the fucking trenches. That man is in the gutter. That man has not seen light since 6th grade. He has not seen the light of day since 6th grade, since both of you. I can only imagine his face when you guys came out as a lesbian couple. I can't even imagine. If I was him, I would probably move to the desert and I would never come out, and I would simply never, because how could you? How could you survive that ever? You know? That is just, it's only, good thing for him though, that definitely is rock bottom. There's not, you can't go lower unless he goes 3 for 3. Unless he goes 3 for 3, which I feel is very unlikely, but with his track record, might not be so unlikely. So, I don't know. He might go 3 for 3, and if he does, let me know and DM me. If you find out that he tried to date another girl, now she's lesbian as well. Woo! That would be great. All right. Last and final segment of the episode. We're not going to hop into current events today because we're already cooking. We're already cooking with gas. This is already a long fucking episode. So you know what? Any current events that are still current next week, we'll hop into, because current events aren't as important. I kind of use current events as kind of like a filler. You know, if we're a little bit, you know, if I feel like the current events are good enough to add in. But this week, there wasn't really that many current events. There was that John Mulaney thing though. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but like, he broke up. He got out of rehab, divorced his wife, and then got a girl pregnant. I don't want to talk about it because I just wasn't going to bring it up because John Mulaney's already getting enough heat on Twitter, and people are this man is seeing so much press in the last fucking couple days that it's insane. But that's why I wasn't going to talk about it. But I mean, what a trifecta he put together there. But that was the only really current event that I really had anything to say on. Anyways, advice with Kaz. First one, how to respond to dick pics. Simple, send a dick back. And I know what you're thinking, Anthony, what if I don't have a dick? Great question. Google's got a lot of dicks, okay? You Google a dick, you send a bigger one, bam! You'll never hear from him again. I promise. I promise you. And if you're like, I don't want to look at, miscellaneous dicks on the internet just to not have them talk to me again. Well, if you don't send them a miscellaneous dick back, then guess what you're going to get again next week? A second dick pic from a second angle. And you don't want that. And you don't want that. So fucking send them a dick right back. I promise you. I promise you your problems are solved. I promise you. And let me know how that works as well. I've never done it because I could just send mine back. I haven't, obviously. I've never gotten a dick pic. Okay? Which honestly makes me a little sad now that I'm thinking about it. No one's ever sent me a dick pic. Am I not good enough for a dick pic? I mean, I know I'm straight, but it's the thought that counts. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I'm straight, and I would prefer not to receive a dick pic. But I mean, it's like, can somebody send me a dick? Okay, I am now realizing that a lot of you listen here, and some of you are going to try and now DM me a picture of your penis. Do not do that. Okay, just if you could just not DM me a picture of your penis, that would be awesome. So don't DM me pictures of your penis, and that's it. Okay, no, but yeah, that's how you solve that problem, babe. Problem said and done, gone. Next one. I'm in my first year of college. Is it okay for me to date a high schooler? Is that high schooler 18? Because if they're any number below that age, no, it is not okay. Okay? I feel like that was, I feel like I'm hoping that you sent this with thinking that I'm going to assume that they're 18, but honestly, I don't know if I could trust your ass. Look, I know I'm not going to say your name on here, but listen, I'm going to sit here and hope that if they're 18, yeah, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. I feel like if you're a freshman in college and you're dating a senior in high school and you're both, 18 or 19, yeah, there's fucking nothing wrong with that. You're just living life. And, even 2018, maybe that's a little bit odder. If they're a senior in high school and you're a sophomore, that's fine. But, when you start, when you get, if you're like a junior in college, maybe even a senior, and they're like finishing high school, and even though they're of legal age, I don't know. It's fine. But it's weird, it's fine. It's fine, but don't, it's okay. It's legal, but stop it, okay? You legally, yes, of course. Yeah, it's totally, but no, stop it, okay? All right. But yeah, okay, there's your advice on that. Take that as you will. Next one, should I move to LA and pursue acting, or should I stay in my hometown and be a teacher? Listen, I am the worst person to ask advice on this because I will give you the everything you want to hear. Listen, I am the biggest, I don't know if I've said on here before, but I'm a massive dream guy. I'm a huge dream guy. If someone came up to me, and I don't know if I brought this up before, I know Tom Segura has a bit on this, talking about this. I'm not trying to steal his bit, but I'm just saying how I feel on it. But if someone came up to me and was like, hey, Anthony, my dream is to own, unicorn puke and sell it on eBay, I'm gonna look you dead in your eyes and say, chase that fucking dream. I hate people that are dream killers. I hate people that are like, oh, you should get a safe job. Suck a dick. How about that? How about you suck my fucking gonads, fuckboy? No, my job is safe, you fucker. It's safe from boring ass people like you little bitch. Okay? No, it is safe though. Okay? Fucking listen. This is what I'm saying. If you, this is how I feel about dreams. If you think that staying in your hometown and being a teacher would cause you to wake up every day and fucking hate yourself for not chasing your dream, then go to LA right now. Go to LA right now. Chase that fucking acting dream, okay? And I know a lot of people are going to be sitting here and they're going to be like, Anthony, what if they don't have money? What if they don't have this? What if they don't have that? Listen, they got to figure that out. That's not my fucking problem. But listen here, babe. Listen to me. if you got that dream, and if you know for a fact that you would wake up every single day and fucking hate yourself for not chasing that dream, then go fucking do it, or you're going to live your life regretting it. Okay? And that's to anyone out there that has a dream and you're not chasing it because you're too scared. Listen, take that fucking leap. I'm taking that leap. Okay? I'm doing all this shit full time now. Okay? I'm doing the podcast. I'm doing YouTube. I'm doing all that shit. And yeah, it's fucking, at first it's fucking, it is scary. It is, and there's days where, you fucking, you're gonna have anxiety about it. You're gonna be worried about it. But dude, I know that if I don't fucking follow my dreams, then I'm gonna wake up every single day and hate myself for the rest of my life. And if you don't want that, then go chase that fucking dream. Go chase that fucking dream, bitch. Sometimes some of you guys just fucking say shit, and it gets me in a real motivational mood. All of a sudden, I feel like fucking Gary Vee, and I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, imagine both your parents are slaughtered in front of you. Have you guys ever seen that Gary Vee thing, where he's like, someone asked him a question, he's like, okay, listen, imagine this. Imagine both your parents, they're dead. Now, that's how he starts like a motivational thing. It's like, dude, that's probably the worst way to start that. But I don't know. I don't know. All right. How do you push through your tough days, and what keeps you going? Also, love you so much. I also love you so much. So, hard face kisses right back to you, babe. But anyways, how do you push through tough days? What keeps you going? Listen, literally this. I wake up and I'm like, oh, I mean, everyone has shitty days and shit like that, and sometimes shit gets to you and stuff like that. But even like I said earlier, like the nice DMs that you guys send or whatever, and like even if I don't respond, because I can't see all of them, okay? I can't fucking see all of them. But even if I don't respond, just know that I appreciate it, okay? And like any time that I see someone being like, you literally, like, you make my day better, that literally, boom, instant flip of the switch in my brain. I will sit here and I get excited to film. Like every single day, I'm excited to film. I'm even excited to edit, even though editing sucks and it takes me forever. And I'm literally I work like fucking crazy, barely take any fucking breaks. All I know is that at the end of the day, it's fucking worth it if even a few people I genuinely enhance their life for them. Like that's what's worth it to me. No bullshit. That's how I feel. And like what gets me through the day is like advice for you. I honestly don't know. And I honestly don't, because I don't know what you guys see me as. Like I don't know how half of you listen to this podcast and then immediately go, yeah, this guy seems like he's got his shit together. No, fucking absolutely not. Like, I feel like some of you, I've gotten some advice where some of you are like, Anthony, how do you, like, people will be like, Anthony, how do you deal with your anxiety? I don't know. Do you have tips? Like, fucking, how do you listen to this? And then you're like, yeah, this guy, yeah, no, he's definitely the one to ask for advice on anxiety. No, dude, not at all. Not at all. I wish I could help. I honestly wish I could do. I could tell you what not to do. I could tell you should probably not drink a lot of caffeine. You should probably try and get more sleep. And you should probably get off, and you probably shouldn't be on so much social media. That's what you shouldn't do, okay? Let me know if it works. I'm not going to stop doing those things, but let me know if that works, okay? But yeah, I mean, maybe we could start doing advice sessions where I just tell you how to not live your life. Like everything not to do, I could probably really help you out there. But everything to do, I'm not sure what to do. But anyways, that's the end of the podcast, guys. Listen, don't leave. Follow, podcast, subscribe, YouTube, everywhere. Follow the podcast, Kicking It with Kaz on Instagram, so that if you want to submit dating things, if you want to submit questions, if you want to submit things for advice, if you want to submit topics for the week, and we're going to get into those, and we're going to talk about those, and you can be involved in the podcast, because the more people that follow the fucking Instagram for the podcast, the more they're involved. Second thing, merch, 9, 10, 21. I almost said 11. It's not 2011. This Friday, September 10th is when the merch is dropping. If you're listening to this after, there's definitely merch somewhere in my bio on Instagram. It's all dope. It all looks like streetwear. You can get hoodies, cups, koozies, all that good shit. Even more stickers for your fucking computer if you want your computer to be decked out. All that good shit. Go get that. Linked in my bio. And if you're listening to this before Friday, then just fucking wait for Friday. And in the meantime, follow my Instagram, AnthonyCos_, to be updated on merch and all things like that. And I have some of the designs of the merch on my Instagram currently posted. So if you want to go check those out and see some of the merch that's going to be coming. Anyways, yeah, like I said, Friday, Apple Podcast, rate and review the podcast there. Really helps us out. Share with everybody you know so that it really gets around. And follow my YouTube, Anthony Cos, where I post videos every week. Whatever. Oh, I'm also going to bring back Siblings Are Dating. If you've followed me on TikTok for a while, you know that Siblings Are Dating was big for me, but TikTok kept taking down the Siblings Are Dating video. So I decided, hey, I'm going to bring it to YouTube so that TikTok can't keep taking them down. And so, bam, that's going to be coming on YouTube soon. Anyways, I am going to end the podcast how we do every time. Sorry, I'm blanking. I'm going to end the podcast like we do every time with 2 claps and a Ric Flair. So can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! See you next week!